All right, Coach Mike Petite, what a fun night at the field. Stressful night. First of all, the guys are down 2-1 pretty late. They come back and tie it and then end up winning over a really good Morgan County team to finish the season sweep of them. Just tell me how proud you are of these guys.
Man, we've talked about discipline.
Right.
When we are a disciplined team, it shows, and we can be really good and we can be really resilient and do stuff. When we lose our heads, we start making mistakes, we start having breakdowns because we lose our discipline, then it gets ugly. And early in the season, that was the case.
Right.
The turning point for us was at Mount Perrin.
Okay.
We were down 1-0 at halftime, made some adjustments, got that spot on, came roaring back, won that game 3-1. And from there, we've had some really disciplined performances outside of Pike and stuff. But tonight, these guys just showed that if they dig in, they trust themselves, they trust everything that we've been building and doing, they can get it done. And I mean, what a way to get it done.
Yeah, and those last 2 goals, the tying goal, then the go-ahead goal, it's just talking to those guys, the stuff they've worked on in practice.
Yes.
And to see them come out and execute it on game night, that's pretty satisfying, isn't it?
Right. Running that set piece that we ran right there was great call. I thought Jade was actually going to hit it because it looked like that backside was open. And I actually told him, I said, Jay, I see it. Go, go, go. Right. And he ran that play, and Isaac got that ball across. It had to be on the line to get it across.
Right.
And then we just had bodies, and what a crash. And then that last one that we scored, getting that ball back across the front of the goal, we work on that stuff all the time. But that's the willingness we finally did what it took to get our bodies on that ball. And I mean, it wasn't, it was just what we had to do tonight.
Yeah, and it was a tough loss for the girls, but they competed hard like they always do. And it's still a lot to play for them the rest of the way.
So, you go back the 4 games now we've played in Morgan since they've been in the season. They have just been battles.
Just like this,
battles. And for us to fight through that and deal with that, and get it to penalty, penalties, stuff like that, was really, really proud of them. Obviously didn't get what we wanted to out of penalties and stuff, but, kind of same thing happened. We were there. We got, went to penalties, but we were able to execute that day and they weren't. And so, hey, and what I told the girls, said, when it gets to that penalties, man, it is a 50-50. It is just what?
It's a crapshoot, literally.
100%. And so I told them, don't put their heads down. I said, hey, there's tons to still play for. We're still in the mix for everything. And let's just go see what happens.
Yeah. I know, not really related to the games or anything, but this facility is just so awesome. The upgrades y'all have made out here, to have the luxury of a place like this to call home, it's pretty awesome, isn't it, Coach?
Well, first of all, absolutely. Kudos to Troup County. The citizens of Troup County voted for the East Blast that benefits so many kids and stuff. I mean, we came out here last week and we had a PE class out here playing soccer on the field. And that's awesome, because they couldn't do that other places and things like that. So, hey, we're 100% behind that. Flag football played out here for the first time, playing their home games, and that was great for them. So, we really get a lot of use out of the facility and stuff. But the upgrades we made here, I was just telling John Nelson about it. I said, you would have come here a year ago, you would have seen pine trees and a gravel lot. I said, our trailer over there was concession stand. And now we have stuff that the kids are so proud of. They work hard to help us maintain it. And, everybody raves about when they show up here from just the quality of everything we have. So we're so blessed and so happy and proud of it and thankful for what we have, for sure.
And then you have a night like this, makes it even better.
Every time.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Coach Petite.
Thanks, Kevin. Really appreciate you.
Yep.